I want to say thank you to God. Um, my journey is like some of you, or maybe not. Like, I am not full-time yet, but I'm used to always walking. So, and if you don't know me, I am married to a prophet. I'm married to Prophet Moses Adisakpelu. And when God told me and said, I need your weekend, I said, I'm going to be short. I'm not going to have any money. I don't know how we're going to do this. God did not tell my husband to tell me anything. So maybe he just said, well, she's your daughter, talk to her. So when God said, I need your weekend, I was very reluctant. But then I let it go because I know that I've seen God work in the life of a lot of people. And being around a lot of pastors as a youth, I have heard a lot of testimonies of how God has seen them through so many things. But the thing is, when it is you, it is a whole different thing. It is for somebody else to tell their testimony, but when God is talking to you, it's a whole different thing. So because I'm not used to sitting down and all of those things for a long time, I started doing a lot of things. I learned how to sew by myself. I asked for help for some people that knows how to sew some things. I watched so many videos on sewing and the body parts of sewing machines and stuff like that. And I thank God because I was able to teach a lot of people the things that I know about sewing. So when God was telling me and saying that I need you to stay home, so some of the things I did was I did earrings and necklaces. I found a way to do them. I did mittens. I did bags. I don't know if you can see that. This is not just in one time, but this is like all throughout the years. I've done so many things, and I'm looking back now and I'm like, wow, only God, only God. And I still make some things, but I've become so busy in doing so many things. I also made a lot of infinity scarves. So like if you've seen some of my videos, you see me wearing some of them, so God has given me the grace to be able to make so many things. God was telling me, somebody asked me and said, oh, Pastor, can you teach me how to make earrings? I was like, no. And God was like, you need to teach them everything that you know how to make, because the time is coming that you're going to be too busy to teach anybody anything. So I've made some videos to teach people things that I know. You see, they keep handing me scarves of things that I've made, but yeah. So I've made some videos to show them, to teach people in my church, and some of them I also made available to some other people as well on YouTube channel and maybe on TikTok. I'm not 100% sure for people to see. One of the things that God led me to do was also to write children books. So I've been able to write some children books, and the first one I wrote that I actually published was Girl, God Made You Special. This book was so special to me because as a woman, as a girl, I was not brought up in this country. And God gave me so much inspiration to this that I've watched women read this book and share their testimony with me, give me a hug and cry. So it is not just for girls, but it's impacted a lot of people, because growing up, you just don't have that affirmation that you want to hear. And sometimes it's there, but they don't say it. So like this reminds you of how special you are, how God has made you so important to be a woman, because it took time to create you and so many things like that. God has also led me to write some other books as well. I'm not sure if you can see this, but yes, and that as well. These ones are actually recent books I just wrote, like recently this year, late last year to this year. And I also wrote a few books on angels that God has given me to ability to write. So I have them here. Julia and Mama talk about angels, and also angels everywhere. In our church, I have been able to understand the importance of angels. I do know there are angels growing up. I've actually read about them in the Bible, but I just didn't understand that they are still here. I thought it was just something I read in the Bible. But as I continue to grow spiritually, God has allowed me to have angelic encounters, to see angels of God. So when we're doing the book signing or opening of the book signing of this book, I had a lot of people give their testimonies of how they have actually seen angels, and they didn't know they were angels until after, which was amazing to hear people share their testimonies of angels. So I don't know what your testimony is. And one of the other books that I was able to write was also about death. This is one of the things that many people don't like to talk about. So this is a children's book. You know, I didn't write somebody being killed with a knife there, but I did put in there that Stephen was stoned to death. It's a Christian book, so remember that. Like, if your children read Bible or go to Sunday school, at some point they are going to learn that people die. Jesus died and rose again, but some other people died and they did not rise again. So Stephen was stoned to death, and it's important for them to understand that people die and they can be at peace, knowing that the person that they go to church with is not going to hell, knowing that they can find Christians everywhere and that anybody can die anytime, but they should be at peace knowing that this person is going to rest with God as long as they have served God genuinely. This book doesn't tell anybody that they are going to be going to heaven. It just tells them about Christians when they die. So if you haven't bought this book yet, buy them. And I want to say thank you to my husband for accommodating all my craziness as I continue to grow in God and yield more to him. And thank you for all the people that have bought so many books for children around the world. We've sent this book to a lot of places, in Spain, in Jamaica, in Cote d'Ivoire, in other places that I don't remember off my head right now. I work with veterans. I've been able to give some of this book to people, and they give it to people that are going on missionaries, which is so exciting when they take it with them, because I know that they are showing and sowing the seed of Christ in them. Because some people, when you give them things like this, it helps them to be able to open the Bible and actually read it and confirm that this is actually from the Bible. So thank you for watching this. And if you are still struggling with surrendering everything to God, don't take too long. God bless you. Have a blessed day.